Hello everyone. Today, I'm going to show you how I transformed a simple angle grinder into an incredibly versatile cutting machine. Stay tuned to see how you can achieve this amazing upgrade for your workshop. I started with a rectangular metal tube. I measured the dimensions of the metal block to ensure it was suitable for my project. It's a simple hollow rectangle, but it will be the foundation for precision. I have two small rectangular pieces of thin iron. I'm positioning the smaller piece on the end of the larger tube, ready for welding. This creates a closed end for the base. Using a welding tool, I carefully welded a smaller piece of metal onto the interior of the tube, creating a defined edge. Next, I'm welding another small piece to the side of the main tube, adding to the structural integrity. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. Here's the metal frame after the initial welding. It's taking shape quite nicely. Now, I'm using an angle grinder with a sanding disc to smooth out all the welded seams. This is important for both aesthetics and safety. With the seams ground down, the metal frame looks much cleaner and more refined. It's ready for the next step. Next, I took two small metal bearings and a rod, carefully attaching them to the top of the main metal piece. These would serve as the rollers for my cutting stand. To ensure the rollers were firmly in place, I used my welding tool to secure the nuts and bearings. The sparks flew as I created strong, durable welds. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. After welding, I'm cleaning the excess weld material around the bearings to allow for proper movement. Then, I inserted a small metal rod through the bearings to act as the axle for the rollers. To ensure the axle remained securely in place, I carefully welded its ends to the outer edges of the bearings. I finished the metal frame by grinding down all the fresh welds on the axle and the surrounding bearing areas for a clean look. Moving on, I took two flat metal strips and marked precise cut lines on them. I secured the first strip in a vise and used the angle grinder with a cutting disc to shape it into the first bracket piece. I repeated the process for the second metal strip. Each cut was essential for forming the unique brackets needed for the grinder attachment. Next, I drilled a large hole at the top of the iron strip. These holes are important for securing the bracket to the angle grinder later. With the brackets ready, I carefully attached them to the head of my angle grinder using screws. This formed a sturdy mounting system for the tool. I'm welding the grinder's pivot mechanism directly to the main metal frame, creating a stable and movable setup. I'm cleaning the welded areas of the pivot mechanism with a wire brush, ensuring a smooth finish and removing any slag. I repeated the welding and meticulously cleaned up all the newly welded areas on the main assembly, ensuring everything was neat and free of debris for optimal performance. I'm adding another metal piece to the setup, which will serve as a guide. I took a rectangular tube, measured and marked it precisely, then cut it into a specific shape. This piece was designed to serve as a crucial cutting guide on the base of the stand. Now, I'm welding the new guide to the metal frame. After welding, I used a chipping hammer to clean off any excess slag, making sure the weld was smooth and tidy. I then carefully brushed the welded area to ensure all debris was removed, leaving a clean finish. I used a ruler to measure the position for another guide. I welded another small L-shaped metal piece to the base. This piece would act as an additional guide and support, further enhancing the tool's functionality. After welding the guide bar, I used an angle grinder to cut off the excess. After, I removed the slag with a chipping hammer, ensuring a clean and strong joint. I then measured and marked another 2 small metal pieces, preparing it for its place on the base of the attachment, then secured it. This piece was then welded onto the base, and a nut was firmly attached to it, completing the assembly of the base. After the welding was finished, I removed the slag with a chipping hammer, ensuring a clean and strong joint. I'm fastening the angle grinder to the base plate, ensuring all screws are tight for stability during operation. I'm demonstrating the new cutting tool by cleanly slicing through a plastic pipe. The precision is impressive. Then, I demonstrated its versatility by cutting a metal bar at a precise angle, proving its capability for more complex tasks. The jig provides excellent stability. My multifunctional angle grinder stand is complete, ready to tackle a variety of cutting tasks with improved safety and accuracy. If you have any comments, please leave them below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your family and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Bye. See you in the next video.